Hello everyone, today's day 48, and it is 2 days from the quarter quash. The quarter quash is the third day after today, and today's basically over, so we're basically only 1 day from the quarter quash. But you get what I mean, it's simple maths. Anyway, today, I did not want to add semi-solids. I did not want to add semi-solids, no matter what. I'm procrastinating, I really don't want to add them, because I really don't want to do another tile map layer. It's like if I do one, it's like the 5th one this week. Anyway, so instead, I decided to study the language that I am native to, GDscript. No, not English. I don't speak English. I speak in GDscript. What do you mean? Because I always print dialogue into the microphone. Anyway, so I thought I'd study some concepts, learn some new stuff, and share what I learnt today. Let's begin. And yeah. So the first concept I learnt is match. Basically what match does is it compares one value to another value. So basically it checks a value and it runs different code depending on what that value is. So I have a variable and then I set it to something. Then I can match it. Then I can match the variable to different things. And depending on what the variable is, if the match matches it to the correct thing, then it will do that. And if it can't find a match, then it won't do anything, or it won't do the code for anything that's the wrong match. Anyway, this is more useful than if statements for some reason. I don't really know why. I guess it's cleaner, but like it exists. Yeah, you can match multiple things at once, which is cool. That was cool. Anyway. Match isn't really that useful. I don't think, maybe I'm wrong. If anyone has used match before, please correct me. Anyway, the next thing I learnt was called clamp. Now, clamp is actually useful. I haven't used clamp before, but it's actually really useful. So first of all, you have clamp. You write clamp. You can put it like a variable or something. So then you have a bracket, an opening and a closing one. In between those two brackets, you have a value. You have a minimum, and you have a maximum number. So, for example, you put the value as a variable, and then you put a minimum and a maximum limit for that variable. So, if the variable is too high or too low, then it rounds towards the lowest or highest value, which is really useful. For example, if you have health, which my game doesn't have, it has lives, but I'll need it for when I add lives, which will probably be tomorrow now that I think about it. Well, then you adjust. If you had health, you would put like, if you had 100 as the max, you would put like 100 in the maximum spot and 0 in the minimum spot. Or you can also put a variable in replacement for the maximum and minimum spot. Like you could put a maximum variable in maximum HP variable in the maximum spot to set your maximum HP. Well, I think you can. It's not like I actually tested it out. I just read up on it online. Anyway, now the next thing that I learnt is classes. Yeah, I've used classes before, but I never looked much into them. I never paid them any attention. I wrote them for fun. So basically, I knew that a class let you give your class a global name, so Godot can understand it as a type, and it can check stuff. But what I didn't know is that I can repeat code from other classes by making other code inherent from it, which is really, really useful. This comes with a term called super, and basically super runs from the parent, I believe. I think that's what super does. So basically, if you have like a function in the parent, then you can run it using super dot then the function name, which is cool. Also, there's the is keyword, which basically checks an object's type. Yeah, that was part of classes. I think it is, because you can check if a class is something. Anyway, there's also the as keyword, and yeah, that's all for classes. I haven't learned anything else about classes, because I already knew some stuff, but that was cool to learn. Anyway, next I learned about enums. Yeah, we all know what an enum is. It's basically where you can set like a variable, and then you have different terms in the variable. You use those cool curly brackets. The curly brackets aren't my favorite type of bracket. My favorite types are the round and square ones, but curly brackets are still cool. Anyway, it just makes it hard. It makes it easier to understand. I mean, like, it makes it the same level of understanding for me. It's usually good for when you're working on a project in a team, but I'm all by myself. So, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so now that I've studied enums again, which I didn't really need to, I don't know why I did, I studied over arrays and dictionaries. If there's one thing I struggle to remember how to do in life, it's arrays and dictionaries. Because, well, they're there. I mean, I know they're important, but, like, they never stuck in my brain. Like, yeah, the array uses the cool square brackets, but, like, and I think the dictionary uses the round ones. Oh, I forgot if the dictionary uses the round or square ones. That shows you how much I remember them. Anyway, an array stores stuff, a dictionary stores stuff. What's the difference? We all don't know. I think an array is a list, and a dictionary is like a collection of items you can pull from at any time. Also, you can sort stuff in it, you can reverse stuff in it, etc. Okay, wait, let me check this dictionary thing. Okay, they use curly brackets. Okay, well, they're on the same level as enums then. Anyway, so that's all I learnt today. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, I'm just procrastinating not doing the semi-solid, but it was cool to revise stuff I've already done. Anyway, I'm just gearing up for the quarter quash at this point. I know I'm gonna have to spend the whole day in the next 2 days working on the game, but I'm prepared for it. I mean, like, at this point I've given up on the whole like voting system for it, and I'm just doing every comment that's added, unless I get like 10 comments or something, which isn't gonna happen. Well, we'll see. Anyway, that's what I learnt today. It's a bit of a longer video. I'm just kind of talking with not much editing. Anyway, bye.